So, hi guys. I just wanted to mention my experience as far as getting a visa in Germany, because I know a lot of people want to know how does that work. I'm from the States, so I'm only relating experience of an American moving to Germany. And so I moved back in 2006. And I came as a tourist, and then eventually, the first job that I had was through a friend that I made because I had visited maybe 6 months before, and was it an easy process? Because he wanted to hire me. He called up the immigration office and a few times, and after maybe about 6 weeks I received my work visa, and that also was a residency permit. I eventually ended up not continuing on with him because of personal reasons, because it just didn't work out anymore after that. But later on, I ended up applying for another job that had to do with teaching English. And I had experience in New York, where I'm from, being an assistant. I had not taught, but I had been assistant for 2 years. And at the time, there was a great need with a certain school that had a big chain of locations throughout Europe. They're no longer in existence. And the Munich manager here, he trained me for a good 6 months every Saturday, that I could really work with the German population, professional population. So I did. It was a very nice experience. Eventually, though, I got bored of grammar and the questions that they all had, but it was a very, very good experience for me. The work was great. For my skill set, in New York, I also worked in book production at an international book company. They specialized. My division was the school division, so they made school books for Texas. That was like their big project every year to upgrade the Texas school books and publish them for the Texas school system. And so anyway, I had left that job a few years before because of, certain personal reasons. I know I didn't get fired. I quit the job. It was a great paying job, but to make a long story short, it seemed like at 4 o'clock, work started. Even though you were paid from 9 to 5, you always had to do overtime. And yes, it was paid. And yes, there were perks, but I have other things I needed to do outside of working. So for me, that wasn't, a solution, a long-term solution. Anyway, I eventually ended up working. After 2 years of living in the Bavarian forest, I did a training for massage and aesthetics there, with a small internship, maybe 6-month internship, maybe less, maybe 4 months, and I ended up working back in Munich, moving back to Munich, and working at the airport doing massage for several years, about 6 years. And so now I'm kind of breaking into the UX user experience design field. And so now my situation is, after about 5 years, if you come in on a regular work visa, and you keep getting it renewed, which I did before the date, you will then have the opportunity to get a permanent European residence card, or a settlement card. I got the European residence card. You could even have both, but I chose for the European residence because I like the ability to be able to have the right to work in other country within the European Union. And I have lived, not really worked, no, but I have lived in a European country, in Italy, for 1 year. I rented a place on an island, which was very nice. Yeah. Was it easier than other people? Yes, of course. I heard naturally there were people over here that just moved for purposes of getting married. They fell in love, ended up getting married, and of course that's probably the most easiest way as an American to move here. But the way through work is fine. It worked for me. And you just have to be on top of your paperwork as far as before the work permit expires, you renew it. You have to renew everything, just like you did in America. So yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to mention to you guys today. And I'm going to try to be more consistent with my videos. And yeah, if you have any other questions or comments, leave them and I will be sure to answer. Bye.